So today we're discussing Chapter 8, Lesson 9, Surface Area of Triangular Prisms. And this is on textbook page 673. Again, surface area is the sum of the area of all the faces of a 3D shape. Similar to what we did yesterday, except today's 3D shape is going to be a triangular prism. And we use nets. A triangular prism has 3 rectangles, and sometimes they're the same and sometimes they're all different. And it has 2 triangular bases, and those will be exactly the same measurements. Our example says determine the surface area of the triangular prism by determining the area of the shape's net. Now, they didn't really label a net, but I can see that there is a triangular base and the height is 18 and the base is 30. And then the long side is 42. And we have some shorter sides that are 35. And I've drawn some nets kind of over here on the left. There's going to be 2 triangles and 3 rectangles. So let's start with our formula for triangles. The formula for area of a triangle is base times the height divided by 2. And since we have 2 of them, we're also going to multiply by 2. The base of the triangle is 30 and the height is 18. So this is going to be 30 times 18 divided by 2 times 2. And if you look at it like it was a fraction, you realize you can simplify. 2 and 2 will simplify. They both become 1. So that leaves me with just 30 times 18, which is 540. Then we have to find the area of the rectangles. Okay, so there's this rectangle on the bottom. And the formula is base times height for rectangles. The long side looks like it's 42 and the short side looks like 30. So the base would be 42 and the height would be 30. And 42 times 30 is 1,260. Okay, now let's get this rectangle here on the back. Okay, the base would be this long section, and the long section is 42, and the height is 18. So base is 42, height is 18. 42 times 18 is 756. Okay, now there's one more shape that's here on the front. It's kind of slanted, and the base is going to be 42 and the height is going to be that 35. So 42 times 35, which is 1,470. Now we put all those together. We have to find the sum, so we're going to add all the faces. And we came up with 540, 1,260, 756, and 1,470. So if we add all those up, we get 4,026. and it's still area, so that's centimeters squared. These are the problems you're going to do by yourself, your independent practice. Number 1 is lateral surface area. 2 and 3 are both surface area. So that would be total, just like we practiced. Lateral, though, like we discussed yesterday, means we don't include the top or bottom, which means the base. And the base on a triangular prism is the triangle part. So you're not going to include these two ends. So we want to find just the bottom rectangle, which would be base times height, because a rectangle is base times height. So the base is 14, and it looks like this triangle is equilateral, so all the sides of the triangle are 6. So this is 14 times 6. And then this rectangle on the back, the base is also 14, and the height is also 6. And then we have this rectangle here, where the base is 14, and the height is 6. And then we want to add all those together. So there's your formula. That'll be the first answer. And then you have to actually solve that. Let's talk about question 3. The storage box for a flag is in the shape of a triangular prism. What is the surface area of the box? So there are 2 triangles. You can see those on the front, and there's one on the back you can't see. The formula for that would be 2 times base times height divided by 2, plus there's a side rectangle, and the formula for rectangle is base times height. There's also a rectangle on the other side that you can't quite see, and it's going to be the same, so this would be times 2, plus there's a rectangle on the bottom that you can't really see either, but the formula for a rectangle is base times height. Now let's go back and plug in some of the numbers. The base of the triangle is 24, and the height, remember height has to be at a right angle, and there's a line pointing to the height of the triangle, which is 12, all divided by 2, plus this rectangle on the side, which is 4 times 17, and remember there's 2 of them, plus the one on the bottom, which is 24 times 4. And then, of course, you'll need to work those out.